What's good, fam? Welcome back to Tito's Kitchen. Today, I got a nice one for you. We're doing Birria Tacos, or should I say Birria Tacos, my friend. I've been getting a lot of requests for these, so I decided, hey, I'm about to make these. There's a few ingredients to this, and it takes a little time, but it's well worth the wait. Trust me, these are slapping. First, we're going to start off with our Ancho Chiles. It gives it the darkness and rich flavor to the recipe. Then our Guajillo Chiles. That's going to give it the sweetness. And Morita Chiles is going to give the recipe the smokiness and a little spicy kick. Also, we have a Chipotle chili and Adobo sauce. We're going to go in with 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 6 garlic cloves, and my seasoned mixture. Going to go with 1 packet of the Goya Saźon seasoning. $15 ounces of fire roasted tomatoes. Of course, we're going to have a little pepper, some coarse kosher salt, and avocado oil, 100% avocado oil. And last but not least, 1 diced yellow onion. And of course, we're going to have tortillas and some mozzarella cheese to go with this. Okay, first off, we're going to go ahead and put our chiles in a bowl. Stop playing. This thing finna be real, I'm telling you. And once we do that, we're going to put in, just going to fill it up with some warm water. We're doing this so we can soften up the chiles. It'll be easier to manage and work with. Boom. So just soak them in there for about 5 minutes or so. After about 5 minutes, once they soften up, we're going to go ahead and just take all the seeds out, just like that. Take all the seeds out. You can rinse them out of there nice and good. There you go. And if you got to, go ahead and use some scissors to open it up. Get it all out. It's okay if 1 or 2 seeds are still in there, but we want to get the majority of them out of there. Boom. Cut this last one up. For sure. Just like that. Rinse it out nice and good. Boom. All right. We're done with that. We're going to put those to the side for now, and we're going to work on our beef. Recipe traditionally, originally came with, you're supposed to cook it with goat or mutton, as they call it, which is an old goat. But nowadays people use beef. You want to get some beef with beef chuck or short rib with nice marble texture. You see, nice marble texture, the fat all in there, because that's where all the flavor at. Right now, we're just going to cut it up in manageable pieces, because after this, we need to season them up, and we're going to sear these bad boys. There you go. That's the marble texture we're looking for right there. All right, go ahead and put these on a rack or a tray. And we're going to generously season these bad boys with salt and pepper. Just nice and simple, salt and pepper. Season it real good though, on all sides. Boom. You want to get you a Dutch pot. We're going to sear this beef. Searing means it's just going to put high temperature, and avocado oil is a perfect oil to cook at high temperature because it has a high burning temperature. See, it's the boy. Okay. Anyway, we're going to sear it just like that. Nice and good on all sides. We're not cooking it all the way. We're just getting that nice coating, that crispy coating on the outside. That's going to lock in the flavor. This is like one of the first steps of locking in that flavor. This thing going to have layers of flavor, y'all. I'm telling you. Boom. Okay, we're going to set that to the side. We're going to go ahead and sear the rest of these. And after that, move to the next step. See right there, we're gonna use the same pot. All that right there, we're using all that flavor. Throw them onions in there. We're gonna scrape the bottom and just get all that flavor mixed in nice and good. And once those onions start to sweat or get a little translucent, now it's time to add in the fire roasted tomatoes. Throw them right in there. We're gonna mix them up nice and good. Cook those for about a minute or so. Yeah, get up in there. There you go. All right. Now, once you let that cook for a little bit, we're gonna add in those minced garlic cloves, just like that. And we're gonna cook for about another minute or two. I told you, this layers of flavor. Next step. Now we're just gonna go ahead and throw that whole season combination in there. The cumin, the white pepper, the cinnamon, the Mexican oregano, and the bay leaves. And just mix it in there just like that. Boy, the aroma that's coming out of this pot right now is ridiculous, y'all. I'm telling you. I hope you're doing this at home, because you'll know what I'm talking about. Boom. All right, go ahead and add in my apple cider vinegar. Once you do that, we're gonna put our beef pieces back into the pot. Boom. Now go ahead and sprinkle that Goya Saźon packet in there. Just like that. And once we do that, we're gonna fill it up with water. It may take 4 to 5, maybe even 6 cups of water. Just fill it up, and then we're gonna mix it in nice and good once we do that. We're gonna add some salt to taste. Good little amount, not too much. Once we add that salt in, then we're gonna go ahead and mix everything one more good time. Now go ahead and place all your chilies inside. Boom. Yeah, you can cover it up with some pieces of meat just to make sure they're in there. We don't want to put them too deep in there because we're going to have to take them out in a second. So don't put them too deep in there so you have to be in there searching around for them. Just in there so it's in there getting all that flavor. We're going to bring it to a boil. Once we bring it to a boil, we're going to let it simmer, bring the heat down and simmer for about 30 minutes. And this is where all the flavor is just gonna, this is where the flavor really starts to come together. Once it's done simmering, we're gonna go ahead and take out all the chilies and we're gonna blend them together. So put your Chipotle chile in there and then add the other ones from the pot. Now, most recipes calls for beef broth, but the way we did it, we made our own broth. So we're gonna take about 2 cups of that broth and put it right into the cup with the chiles, and we're going to blend it together. This right here is the base for all the flavor of the recipe. Everything is right here. This is the base for everything that's in the recipe, flavor wise. I mean, layer upon layer of flavor. It should look just like that. Let me wipe that off. Sorry about that. Should look just like that, nice and good. And we're going to add that mixture back into the meat, just like that. Man, the aroma is so fresh and good and savory. Go ahead and mix that back in there nice and good. Yeah, I got a smaller pot than I should have got, so I'm like working at the edges of everything right now. Once you mix that up, go ahead and put it in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 2 hours. Boom. Yes. Whew. Man. Yeah, take it out the oven, and at this point, it's nothing but flavor. I ain't gonna lie to you. Stop playing. Nothing but flavor. The meat is just so tender right now. I mean, if you use short ribs, that meat should be falling off the bone at this point. We use beef chuck. I mean, beef chuck is a piece of meat that is a cut of meat. If you don't cook it right, it can be very tough. But cooking it like this, slow cooking it, I mean, this meat is just tender, baby, tender. See that? Tender. All right. Once we take all the meat out, we're going to shred the meat. Shred it down nice and good. It shouldn't be too hard because, like I said, at this point, the meat is super tender. So go ahead and shred the meat. Once we shred it, we're going to add all of that goodness right back to the consomme. Oh yeah, that's what that sauce is in the consomme, if you want to get all, technical. But yeah, add that in there, nice and good. And now it's time to bring this thing all together. This one is all worth it right here. We're about to bring it together. Bring it all together. This is when it's worth all the time and effort you put in. If you got kids, they gonna love them. Your husband, wife, whoever, boyfriend, girlfriend, they gonna love it. Your homies, your homegirls, they gonna love it. Your coworkers, you inviting them over, little employee get together or whatever, they gonna love it. I'm telling you. And while you at it, go ahead and get your little side. Go ahead and dip that ladle in there and get you a side of that sauce, because when it's done, that's what we dipping them tacos in. I'm telling you, like I said, this layers of flavor right here, man. Stop playing. Yeesh. All right, here we go. See all that fat that raised to the top, we're using that. We're gonna dip the tortilla in there. The original recipe, traditional recipe, should I say, calls for corn tortillas, but we're gonna use flour this time. Put a little bit of that fat down there, just a little bit, and we're gonna cook both sides. We wanna fry both sides. All right, flip that over. As soon as you flip it over, you wanna start adding your cheese. We're using shredded mozzarella. You can use Guajillo cheese. You can use any kind of cheesy, melty type cheese. We're using shredded mozzarella this round. Go ahead and put you a nice amount on there. This is gonna make the taco very gooey and nice. Woo! And put that meat on. Man, that's looking good, right? You can eat that alone by itself, man. Or throw that thing on some rice or something. Almost like ropa vieja or something. Yeah, go ahead and close it up. Let it cook nice and good on both sides. It's all right if it get a little sloppy. That make it even better. Boom. Flip it over, and that's just beautiful goodness right there. You got the melted cheese getting nice and crispy. The cheese inside is gooey. The savoriness from the meat. Oh man, the crispiness from the outside of the taco shell. Man. Right now it's like flavors upon flavors, like collapsing upon each other. And there you go. It's really that simple. Like I said, it took a little time, but it ain't hard. It just take a little time. Beautiful. These tacos go great with pickled onions and cilantro. And if you want, you can check out a video I have on the pickled onions. Garnish it with some cilantro, and here we go. Dip it in. Oh. Yeah, this is off the chain. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If you're feeling this video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to keep dropping these videos. I appreciate all the love. Till next time, peace.